Alright. It's time for Rainfurrest. We're gonna watch Internet Historian's video. I don't remember what's specifically in this video. Let me be clear, I don't necessarily always agree with the stuff that Internet Historian says, but good source of information on stuff like this. So let's see what happened at Rainfurrest.
Where are we?
We're at Rainfurrest.
Where are we?
We're at Rainfurrest.
Yep.
In September 2003,
Isn't he a chud? Probably. He definitely makes some pretty yikesy jokes sometimes.
a group of furries came together with a brilliant idea. Rainfurrest, a convention for and by furries. This is their story.
I'm just bringing in all the dirty laundry here, so you guys are lucky, and I'm probably going to ask you to not post that video, mister.
Rainfurrest is the reverse of DashCon. Where DashCon was a disaster caused by its organizers, Rainfurrest was a disaster caused by its attendees.
I am absolutely sure there is no truth to the rumor that Rainfurrest is under an evil curse. And with that, it is my pleasure to officially declare Rainfurrest 2015 open.
It all started with a talent contest. That went okay. But as the night went on, some started to get absolutely trashed.
As you do at conventions.
A few hours later, the destruction had begun. Somebody had deliberately loosened the bolt on one of these toilets, so that when the next person flushed, water flooded everywhere.
Who would do
2.5
that?
inches
That's
deep.
such a
An emergency
rude
plumber
thing
was
to
quickly
do.
on the scene, but the damage was already done. Water had leaked through the floor and onto the basement servers below. Meanwhile, staff and security are threatening to throw out some of the guests. They had disabled the fire alarm so they could hotbox their room.
That's not cool either. Like, I get you're at a convention and maybe you want to smoke some of that dank weed, but like, you gotta find another solution, guys. Don't smoke in the room. That's not cool, especially with something that's gonna stink it up, and weed is most certainly gonna do that. I don't know, when did Rainfurrest happen? Were vaporizers enough of a thing for that to be commonplace? They should have gone with vaporizers if they did, if it was.
Oh my.
Obviously, there are reasons not to do that. Down at the hot tub, someone took all of these towels and threw them into the
2015? Okay, vaporizers would have been a thing, but not as prolific, probably. Still, you should be going outside or something. Don't smoke in the room.
spa, but not before rolling up towels and stuffing them directly into the pump, causing thousands of dollars in damage.
Why? Why just cause wanton destruction and ruin the convention for other people who are just trying to have a good time with people with similar interests? It's such a dick move.
And they stepped it up a notch from DashCon, from going number 1 in the ball pit to going number 2 in the swimming pool.
Oh, don't poop in the pool, guys. No poopy in the pool.
Back at the bathroom, there were rumors that someone had drilled a glory hole into one of the stalls, although this wasn't confirmed. But what was confirmed was a haul of over 2,000 nitrous oxide canisters just laying around in rooms and hallways. But that was just the start of
People just doing whippets left and right at the furry convention.
the drug problem. First, a couple of guys overindulge in mushrooms and need an ambulance. Then a staff member gets arrested for sexual assault. Then someone else is arrested for regular assault. A few others drank too much and needed a second ambulance. And on the other side of the car park, 2 more people are being arrested, one for drug possession and the other for dealing.
Drugs was the major problem.
Meanwhile, you have these guys roaming the halls. They call it crinkling, after the noise it makes when they walk around. And yes, some of these diapers are full. The other guests weren't too pleased. Later on, they're just throwing food and diapers in the gardens and stairwells. They were behaving like animals?
One thing that's important is we do ask that you guys all be really good back to the hotel. You know the elevator buttons? You really don't have to use your foot to push them.
A few hours later.
Put your pants on and stop breaking shit!
But that wasn't the end of it.
There was an incident with diapers being found on people's cars.
Why?
The hotel was left.
Why? If you have like a weird diaper fetish, I don't care. It's none of my business. But why are you then taking them and throwing them places where other people have to deal with them? Never put anyone in any situation where they have to deal with your fluids or solids, okay? Can we all agree? Ah!
In ruins.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Why do people think furry cons are a good place for children? I don't know if the kids who were there for the convention, or if they were just at the hotel.
4 to 6 weeks later.
The Hilton submitted a letter listing all of the reasons Rainfurrest would not be allowed at their venue from now on. The hotel damage was more than all of the other cons combined that year. But it wasn't just the damages. Rainfurrest was insured and had over 150 grand in the bank to pay for it all. Rainfurrest was just so toxic that they said, "No thank you, take your money elsewhere." But that left them with a rather large problem, because big hotel chains talk. Hilton talks to Sheraton, talks to Marriott, talks to Holiday Inn, talks to Hyatt, talks to Best Western, but there's more. Someone was sending detailed letters to nearby venues, warning them why they shouldn't host the next Rainfurrest.
Captain Rose of 20 bits. Furry hatred is a really vitriolic, and I suspect a lot of it's founded on the high representation of LGBT+ and neurodivergent people combined with the misconception we're zoophilic. I was at a furry convention where a guy always advertises as 18+ and takes precautions to keep children away. Usually it's just like a big thing that's happening with a bunch of people that look like mascots. Yeah, I'm sure most furry conventions are fine. Like, I don't really care. Do your thing, guys.
Soon, there isn't one hotel in Seattle that has a convention center willing to host them.
No other hotel this side of the state wanted to take us. From Seattle to
I swapped between two messages. Good job, me. You were at a furry convention where a guy came in and stole suit parts from the suit room. Also, most fur cons are totally safe for children because adult stuff is sectioned off. Well, that's good. Yeah, sometimes I'll be in the middle of a message and someone else will make a message and it'll jump the screen up and I don't notice.
What's interesting is that the organizers knew who was sending the letters.
These are the things that were talked about in that letter, and you're pretty much the only person who could have known that. Yeah, in my heart of hearts, I know who it is. Lean's motive and opportunity around, and it pisses me off.
In case you missed that, what he's saying is, whoever sent the letters was the same person who was putting diapers on these cars. Running low on options,
I want to know who the saboteur was. Who is this furry saboteur who decided to, like, do a bunch of stuff to make the convention look bad? What was the motive and why?
Started to look further outside of the city. They managed to find a venue in Spokane that was willing to give them a shot. But by February, none of that mattered. The diaper-wearing saboteur had sent out another letter, and Spokane backed out. So Rainfurrest 2016 was cancelled. And that's the story of Rainfurrest. So far. Unlike DashCon, Rainfurrest is coming back, and Rainfurrest 2017 promises to be bigger and better than ever.
RF 2017, they're bringing it back! They're bringing it back! Yes! Oh, so many memories! So many memories!
Oops, never mind. As I was editing this, this happened. So it's cancelled forever. Bye. One last thing. A couple months ago, I made a video called Balloon Boy, The Untold Story. Soon after, Richard Heaney got in touch.
Here it is. Alright?
For a follow-up to this story, check out my second channel, Incognito Mode.
Humans need a place they can go full debauchery. There are. It's called their houses. Have people over to your house. Mitchell Drummer with 20 bits. This is related to the crimes done at this hotel. And there's a link.
What?
Get the fuck right out.
PETA called the cops on the furry convention? That doesn't fit within the context of our thing, but I very much appreciate this. Hold on, wait, time out. I'm sensing there's more. Yeah, the LAPD officer.
That's what I expected. Just a cop going, and what is it?
And who do I arrest?
I can't arrest a fucking dog. Hold up. Yo.
I think that dog.
Yo. Furries can do infinite crime.
This guy's holding my fucking plasma screen television that he just took out of my house. What are you talking about? That's a big dog. Wasting my time.
Try. That's a panda. Should we?
Well, there you go. Furries, you can do the crime. What? You can live that crime life. Do it. The law cannot bind you. You're the real sovereign citizens. More like sovereign yiffisons, am I right? The Shadow Witch with 25 bits. Thank you for putting up with me as usual. I'll be watching as you don't kill everyone in the party later, Professor. Much love, Hannah. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the D&D streams. Devious Chilster with 20 bits. This is honestly really sad if you think about it. A bunch of furs kind of just doing what they do and getting a little rambunctious like you sometimes see in conventions, but an actual saboteur made it so nobody could ever go to that convention ever again. Yeah, that sucks. People are bad. People are awful. Misunderstand with 30 Brits. I just thought chat should know that my dog is wearing a human sweater. Do not use your word. I can't say the word yif. I'm not allowed to say yif. Alright. Fine.